Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree if you are new here, and in today's video I just want to do like an orange eyeshadow look. I've done pink, I've done red, I'm gonna do the rest of the rainbow, but today I want to do orange. So if you guys want to hang out and see an orange eyeshadow look, then just keep on watching. So today I'm gonna do kind of like a modified orange look. It's still gonna be very orange, but not in like just an all over orange kind of way. So I'm actually gonna start out with the Colourpop Not a Box of Chocolates palette. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Praline and use that as a transition. Orange eyeshadow has always been like one of my favorite colors to do. I think a lot of it comes from like I really started doing makeup in like the warm sunset eyes, like, you know, really warm tone browns kind of era, you know, like 2015, 2016. Orange was like very popular back then. I mean, come on, like the Morphe 350. Come on. So I think that has a lot to do with it. It's just like I got very accustomed to seeing myself in warm like oranges and reds, but it's just always been one of my favorite colors to wear. It also complements my eyes nicely. Next up, I'm going to take a smaller fluffy blending brush and go into the shade Tiramisu and start building that up on my outer corner. This shade always throws me off because it's so much darker than I expect it to be. Okay, and I want just like a pinch more depth on the outer corners. So I'm going to take a really tiny blending brush and I'm going to go into the shade down here that's Rich and put that on the very outer corner of my eyes. Super simple neutral glam to start. Now it's time for the fun part. I'm going to jump over to the ABH Norvina Volume 3 palette. I have my oranges in here. I'm going to use the shade E3 just because it's like a slightly more peachy pink, pinky orange kind of shade, and that's just what I'm feeling. Someone has realized that their father left and is now screaming the songs of their people. Hola! So I'm going to pick it up on this Sigma E25 brush, which usually I use to like pack shadow on the lid, like matte shadow. And I'm going to take this into my inner corner and I'm going to start blending it up into my transition. And I am leaving a gap in the middle. Hola. What? So I'm kind of using the fluffiness of this brush to just like kind of blend out the edge. My husband had like major dental work done last week. So he was out of work for almost an entire, well, actually a little bit more than an entire week. I think she just got used to him being here constantly. And now she's like, what the fuck? Where'd you go? Okay, really quick. I'm just gonna take my brow setting brush and I'm not gonna actually pick up any extra powder. I'm just gonna run it right over this top edge just to make sure it's nice and smooth. And then I'm gonna dip into the shade in the palette, which is D5. I'm going to press this in the open space, kind of almost like a two-toned halo, I guess. To me, it's the wrong colors, but it reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream. And then I'm just going to take that brush with the orange shade and just flick it right there, make sure that's nice and soft. And then also take the brush that I used with Tiramisu. You guys never get to see Lily. Lily never comes on camera. Look at that orange cat. She's searching for the brain cell currently. And I would love to help her search for it so that she could learn how to bury her poop. Right, baby? She said, I heard you were doing an orange makeup look. I'm here to provide. I'm just taking that brush that I dipped into That's Rich. And I didn't dip back into the palette or anything. I'm just kind of using whatever's left on here. That's it for now. I'm gonna go put on a wing and put on my base, and I will be right back. It is like so fucking stormy today. It's actually supposed to start lightning and like thundering any minute. Anyways, the lighting got fucked because it got so dark outside. I started filming and it was sunny, which was strange because that wasn't supposed to happen either. But now it's just like fucking dark outside. Jesus. Okay, so for cream bronzer, I'm gonna use the Milani Cheek Kiss in Hey Honey. Just bronze up the skin a little bit because that foundation is it's actually not a little light, it's just that I have like some like hyperpigmentation on my face, and this foundation corrects it just like a little too good. In combination with what is this vein doing on my forehead? That's beautiful. In combination with a concealer that I used that was definitely too light. I kind of overcorrected a little too much. And now I look a little ghostly. So I need some bronzer. Bring some life back to my skin. A fun fact for you all is that I am terrified of thunder and lightning. Like, horrified of it. I'm gonna use the Believe Beauty Color Me Cream blush in Tropical Sunset, which is like almost a perfect match to what I did to my inner corners. Like, it's not so bad when I'm inside. When I'm inside, I'm fine. But I remember a couple years ago, actually, I was at work and I knew that there was like a storm coming, but I didn't really know when it was gonna start. And I literally left for work, and as I was driving home, like I was not even, it just started to pour. I was not even like 5 minutes away from work, which in hindsight, I don't know why I didn't just turn around and go back, because like my parents lived there, like I could have hid, you know? But I was driving and it was a dry storm, which makes it more terrifying, to be honest with you. But I think that's just because there's like a increased risk of fires on top of it. But I was driving. Let me spray my face so it can start to dry. And when I tell you that lightning struck within probably 20 feet of my car, I fucking panicked. I panicked. I was like, both hands on the steering wheel, like fucking shaking, kind of speeding, just like trying to drive home. And there's a couple different ways that like I can go to get to my house, and two of them kind of take like almost back roads through like business parks, kind of. And I remember that night specifically being like, I'm gonna take, this is so OCD of me, to be honest with you, but I was like, I gotta take the main roads, because what if I get struck by lightning? But then at least there's other people around that can help me. Like the light to turn onto, like into our apartment complex it's a protected left, but to be honest, like it shouldn't be. It should be an unprotected left, because it's not like a heavily traveled road. I fucking ran that red. I was like, I sat there for a second and I was like, nope, gotta go. And I just ran that red, parked, ran inside, and I was like, made my husband go get all of the stuff out of the car. I was like, I can't do it, I'm gonna die. But yeah, it just started like absolutely pouring. I can never have these blinds like completely open, because it just blows out the camera, but they're completely open now. That's how fucking dark it is in here. Okay, so for powder blush, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush in Always Cheeky. Is it still like a thing that you're not supposed to have your windows, like your blinds open when it's like thundering and lightning? Is that like a thing? Not that it's started yet. I'm asking you guys, like you guys won't see this video like a month after I've filmed it. You're not here right now to answer me. For my powder bronzer, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Fresh Wear Bronzer. Okay, I'm gonna go set down the rest of my face. Google to see the rules around leaving your blinds open. It starts to storm. I'll be right back. It is fucking pouring. We do not have the infrastructure for this. I'm gonna contour. And in case you were curious, it is actually not because of the lightning. It's that you're supposed to keep your blinds closed during a storm. It is because if during a storm lightning were to strike a tree and that tree were to fall, your blinds are one extra level of protection before, you know, like glass comes flying into your house. So that's it's also mostly just like an old wives' tale that the lightning will like see you and find you and, you know, hear you, all that shit. So it's cool. Glad we figured that out, because I was like, how am I gonna film this video without that window open? It would be so fucking dark in here. I'm using the NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blush in the shade So Taupe as usual. Okay, I'm gonna jump back over to my eyes, and I'm gonna take a little tiny shader brush into that orange shade. I'm just gonna quickly grab this little teeny tiny blending brush with nothing on it and just soften that out a little bit, because it's a very harsh blending brush. And then I'm gonna jump back over to Not a Box of Chocolates. I'm gonna take a little bit of That's Rich in my very outer corner. Hi, baby. Yeah. Then I'm gonna grab the tiniest bit of Tiramisu, kind of buff that out a little bit, and then into Praline, just a blendy blend. All right, for my blush topper, I'm gonna use the Nobla Skin Glazing Highlight in Truth. You know, the sun is not coming out, but we're under a less dark cloud now, so it's getting bright in here again. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna do any inner corner highlight, but I am gonna use the Too Faced Natural Face Palette, and I'm gonna go into Satin Sheets as my highlight, because I want that kind of like white gold reflect. I have been this way ever since I first got the ABH Nicole Glow Kit that has that like peachy peach highlight in it. But a peach glow paired with a like white gold glow always to me looks like candlelight. I don't know how to explain it. Like if I were to ever make my own makeup, I would absolutely make like a soft glowing highlight that's like some cross between a peach and like a white gold, or like a goldy, like warm gold I should say, that just, and I would call it candlelight. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just looks like candlelit to me. God, that highlighter tastes so good. Don't eat it, but I'm just saying those powders taste really good. Okay, it's gotten too bright in here again. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my face and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. For my lips, I used the Maybelline Ultimate Lipstick in the shade Hey Honey. And yeah, that's the look. I actually am obsessed with it. I think that it's so cute and so pretty, and not like, it doesn't really look like a lot of other makeup looks that I've done recently, especially with like these color series, so I'm rather happy with it. Comment down below and let me know your favorite way to wear orange eyeshadow. I would love to hear all about it. Please subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope that you guys have an awesome day. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!